Welcome Aquarius to your reading for the week commencing February 3rd. So I'm going to pull a preview card for you, Aquarius, to give you a taster for your reading. So we've got the Chariot in the reverse position. You might be feeling a bit it's interesting because I've got very similar energy for Gemini that I just did. Feeling a bit unmotivated, or maybe that you're feeling unable to move forward with something or move on from something. It does possibly indicate a lack of confidence with something as well. Something you may be unsure of. Something it's almost like going into unknown territory and don't know whether you should or not. But let's carry on and draw the energy for the rest of your reading. This is for your Sun, your Moon, your Rising and your Venus signs, Aquarius. And it is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. But if this reading does resonate with you and you might want information for a private reading with me, you can reach out to me at revelationtarotgb@gmail.com. That's revelationtarotgb@gmail.com. And the 25% discount continues throughout February. So if you want to lock that discount in, just book a reading for whenever can be for June or July. It doesn't matter because I don't ask for payment till the day before anyway. So let's go, Aquarius. This is your birthday month as well. So for those of you who are celebrating your birthday this week, happy birthday. So we're looking at your general energy. Your opportunity, your challenge, your unforeseen events, and your advice. I'm using the classic Ryder Waite tarot, which is listed in the description. In your general energy is the Queen of Swords, which is you. You are Swords energy, being Aquarius, and male or female, you're coming through with Queen energy, which is more about your strength of, your boundaries, principles, values, but also being able to communicate clearly, but also keeping it in a what's the word I'm looking for? Fair, firm but fair. That's what I'm getting. I think there's more of that coming through with the Queen energy than you would get with the King. Sometimes I think the King of Swords can probably come across a bit harsh, and whereas you're connecting with your heart, there's more feeling going into something here. But you're in your essence. I feel there's a lot of determination around you this week, and it could be about setting the record straight about something. I'm just getting that coming in just now from one of my guides saying they're trying to set the record straight, or they are setting them, not they're trying to, they're setting the record straight. It's a strong energy I'm getting. The Six of Cups reversed is in your opportunity. It could be that you're trying to set the record straight about something that's happened in the past. I can't tell you what that is, but maybe we'll find out more when we clarify. Maybe this is something historical that you've just never really sought to correct, or and now for some reason you are. I don't know, but Death in reverse is in your challenge, which does indicate that whatever this is you're trying to achieve is not easy. If you're trying to change something that people have never challenged or never been challenged, and now it is being challenged, then the typical thing is that people will just kind of say, well, why now, why has this come up out of the blue all of a sudden, what's brought this about, and it automatically raises suspicion. And I'm not saying that there's a reason for that, but there's clearly a reason why this is happening. The Nine of Cups is in your unforeseen events. You don't allow other people's suspicions, thoughts, opinions, criticisms it does not shake you, Aquarius. In fact, it makes you stronger. It makes you stronger. It makes you it does make you more stubborn. I do see you sitting there being very stubborn and just saying, I am not changing anything I've said. I've said my piece. You either take it or you leave it, and that's it. And that's the strength in knowing that you speak your truth. In your unforeseen, sorry, we've done unforeseen. Now it's your advice, and that is justice. And that is all about seeking truth. But just remember to stay on the right side of truth and be fair when seeking truth. Remember to consider all sides when you're trying to achieve that particular goal. So we have the Queen of Swords clarified by the Tower reversed, the Page of Wands reversed, and the Ten of Cups reversed. There is an underlying reason for this, and it feels like there could be something going on here, Aquarius, where there's something bubbling to the surface. But it feels like it may be, I don't know if it's affecting you or it looks like it's affecting someone else, and you're jumping in to kind of save the day is what I'm getting, because the Tower comes in the reverse position, which means that you can foresee some kind of disaster happening here. So you're jumping in to kind of stop that happening. The Page of Wands reversed this could be regarding a child if you have children. It possibly is about family matters, because the Ten of Cups in reverse comes in again. So there is potential here for there to be disruption or I don't know. It's something challenging, disruption within the family, and you're like, no, I'm not having this. This is where I speak up. So the Six of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Page of Swords in reverse, the Ten of Swords in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles. So the opportunity here to set the record straight, Page of Swords reversed. Be careful, because there is a lot of talking going on here. There's a lot of, you're verbalizing what you want to verbalize, but are you listening at the same time? Because there might be a lack of listening. There might be, I need to get this out. You're going to listen to me, but you're then failing to listen to what's coming back, and that's really important. The Ten of Swords reversed. This is about stopping suffering or avoiding suffering of any kind for you, for others, people you care about. And the Nine of Pentacles is it's your strong principles. It's what you're willing to give up and what you're not willing to give up. It's about your independence and your pride. So the Death card in reverse in your challenge, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles reversed, the Four of Wands reversed, and the King of Wands. I don't feel like I do feel like you're losing patience with this, and that's why it's a challenge. I think that the more you protest, the less people are listening. So this is really about just finding some, try and get yourself back down into the ground and get some, just so you can sort of get yourself grounded again and reapproach it from a calmer perspective. The Four of Wands in reverse. Again, it's about you not getting your point across. People aren't getting it. They're not listening, or they're not they're too. It feels like whatever's going on here, people are too occupied with something which feels like a shocking situation of some kind, and that's all they can focus on. The King of Wands. It could be involving a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. I do feel like there is a person here who's just kind of, it's almost like the energy of someone who's walked in, dropped a bomb and walked off. You know, it's that they're watching from a distance, kind of bit smug. It's interesting because, you know, when we, in general, when people are dealing with what feels like a shocking crisis, you know, even if it's not their shocking crisis, it's someone else's. It's really difficult to explain, because even though, you know, you kind of obviously wouldn't want it to be true. Subconsciously, you do want it to be true. If someone came along and said, "Oh, I've just found out that it's all been, you know, fabricated and it's made up and la la la, and here's the proof," you secretly would be disappointed, because that's the end of the little adventure, if that makes sense. It's like, oh, back to boring life again. So just remember that, because people will want whatever this is, they'll be wanting this to be true, and a lot of people will make things fit to make it true. So the Nine of Cups is clarified by the Lovers, the Fool, and the Sun reversed. Unforeseen events. In a way, this might even bring you closer to someone that you weren't. It's one thing you weren't expecting it to do, is that it really is going to show people in their truest colours. And one person that you probably weren't expecting maybe was either maybe someone you're in a relationship with, or someone that has been attracted to you and that you've never really paid much attention to. This is where you get to know who they really are. The Fool is, I mean, that there is some naivety here. I'll say that. Aquarius, don't be naive to thinking that everyone thinks like you, because they don't, and you have to find a different way to make people listen, and what you're doing isn't working. So the Sun in reverse, and don't let it cloud your judgment. It's how you go about it. It's not what you're actually doing, it's how you do it. So the Justice card in your advice, clarified by the Ace of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Even if you don't achieve what you're trying to achieve here, Aquarius, there is so much that is actually being achieved as a byproduct. And that is you learning about people in your life, who they really are. You're learning what real love is actually about. And you're also finding out where the true imbalances lay around you. And sometimes you can't do anything about certain situations, no matter how hard you try. As I keep saying until I'm blue in the face, you cannot change the past or the future. You can only deal with the now. And that's what this is about. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is about repeating old patterns or mistakes. And if you're going to learn anything from this, then take that with you. This is where you can change patterns so that mistakes aren't repeated. You can't help someone else do that, but you can do that for yourself. So let's do your oracle. Star Codes Astro Oracle. And your ruling planet, Aquarius, is Uranus. So we have your card this week is Midheaven. The Midheaven contains clues about how your family trained you to be visible in the world, your relationship to other people's authority, and how you step into your own personal authority. It describes the future mountaintop, the pinnacle of your work in the world. The Midheaven is the highest point of the chart, where the sun would be at midday. This is most public, visible point of the chart, acts like the flagpole on top of your personal castle. Inventory your professional reputation and ask what you can do to strengthen it. Update your website. Look at your definition of success and make sure it is your own. What actually makes you happy? Makes it your own. Actually makes you happy and is not one you have inherited from your family or mentors. Think about the training you've received from those authorities and notice where it still serves you and where you need to release their preconceptions and step into something bigger. You need to go back to hidden dreams or reawaken an ambition that may not make sense to anybody else. If you choose not to seek your sense of accomplishment as reflected in the outside world, your midheaven can speak of a quieter sense of personal authority. This is your life. Define the mountaintop for yourself. Take a next step in that direction. Traditions, other people's expectations, or your family history may be complementary to your idea of your potential, or they may be hurdles to overcome as you find your true path. Underneath all worldly sense of ambition is a soul's longing to live out its potential. Listen to the call. So let's do a quick lucky dip. Gemstone lucky dip for you, Aquarius. Let's find out what spirit thinks you would benefit from this week. Tiger's Eye. I pulled this for Gemini, so well, let's do that one as well because it jumped out. So we're going to do both. You can have either one of these or both. So we've got Sunstone and we've got Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye is the strength and courage stone. It's the stone that gives you the bravery and courage of a lion or a tiger. It helps with your third eye chakra. It pulls your kind of conscious awareness into view. It makes you see the right from wrong. It's a really, I like this stone a lot. If you're struggling, with anything really, if you're struggling to kind of get up and fight, then Tiger's Eye is definitely the one for you. Sunstone is a good all-rounder for all chakras. It brings you clarity to a situation. It's a success stone. It's a stone of success. So, very much like the Sun card in tarot, it's about success, clarity, growth, freedom, and it's about connecting with your heart chakra as well. So if you have any difficulty in aligning with yourself or your own principles, then Sunstone is definitely a really nice addition to your gemstone collection, or just as a first. It's actually a nice stone to have as your first gemstone, Sunstone. It's such a positive stone. And then you can whack in a bit of Tiger's Eye into the mix, and it's that nice mix of sort of strength and understanding. Thank you. Oh, by the way, check the link in the description. It's Otter Spirit. They only deal with authentic, high quality, the highest quality stones. So grade A, grade AAA, and they're handmade and they're beautiful and they're powerful. If you haven't tried any kind of gemstone healing therapy, then now's the time. And the best thing to do is buy a bracelet, because you can't, you need to have these stones close to you at all times for them to give you the most powerful benefits. So wear them on your wrist, can't go wrong. Links in the description. If you use the code Sue20, you get 20% discount. Thank you, as always. Thank you for your love, your support, your encouragement, and your engagement, which I return to you tenfold. I'll see you next time. Enjoy the journey.